Cool. And then we've been I mean on my feed, I don't know
Yeah.
about your feed, but on
Now
my
you know that hit my feed, so I want to hear what's going on.
Yo, I've been seeing Twitch. For those that don't know, Twitch was the one of the executive producers. He was also the DJ and co-host of the Ellen DeGeneres show, but he got his start on So You Think You Can Dance. I think he
Oh,
won one of the seasons on So You Think You Can Dance, and he's one of the most successful winners of that show. To like he made a real career for himself and he made a real name for himself in Hollywood just because he had a really great personality and he was super talented. He took his own life in December. And there was a lot of mystery surrounding it. Like everybody knew him as a really happy person, so for him
yeah,
to take his own life was really sudden and unexpected. And um and it just didn't sit right with a lot of people in the industry. Like me and him ran in the same circles. We were pretty cool. Like I'm not gonna sit up here and pretend like we were best friends or anything,
yeah.
but like if he saw me, he would definitely say what's up. He was cool with a lot of people that I'm cool with, so we were around each other, you know what I'm saying? And I had a lot of respect for him. He was a cool dude. I never met his wife. I don't know his wife, his widow. I don't know who she is. You know what I'm saying? I've heard of her.
Mhm.
But anything I've seen about her just feels very disingenuous to me. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's not to say she's not telling the truth, but it's giving lies when I hear her speak in my mind. And so she's been on a run like recently. She's promoting her new book and she did an interview basically calling him a drug addict, saying that she found drugs in the closet, and she's kind of, from my perspective, tarnishing his legacy a little bit, because even if that was true, why bring it up? You know what I'm saying? Especially it feels dirtier when you're trying to sell a book. And so when she did that interview run, the family, Twitch's family, came out and really didn't appreciate that, and they started spilling the tea and basically like saying she's been tripping the whole time. She doesn't let us see the kids.
Uh,
She made us all sign NDAs just to see the body, and we had to sign NDAs to go to the funeral, including his mom. And it's just she's been foul the whole time, and she came back and basically tried to defend herself on that. And so Twitch's brother dropped a phone call with her, and
uh,
she was really talking with her chest out, talking
yeah,
about basically like, um I made you sign an NDA and I would do it every day again of my every day of my life for the rest of my life again. I did the right thing. I would make his mom sign the NDA. And her excuse was she signed NDAs before to go to parties, so why wouldn't she want to sign an
yeah,
NDA to see the body? And he was like, you can't see the difference, as like why that's different than going to a party. And she was like, no, I would do it every day again
yeah.
for the rest of my life. So it was real shady behavior. Not very like empathetic behavior at the least, diabolical behavior at the worst. But it's just bad optics, you know what I'm saying? So that's the long and short of it. um
Damn.
before I let you go, Playmaker AC says Cam and Mace is having motion and having fun getting money together while Jimmy got a snitch jacket. He just unhappy. Wow. Lil Scrappy and Willis just joined. Thank you for joining. Please share the
He
stream
just
if you wouldn't mind.
unhappy.
But what do you think about all that? What do you think about all that?
You know, being in situations and dealing with death and family members and having to deal with a significant other or upset family, bro. You always been a good judge of character. So the way you spit it to me, bro, nigga, she sound like she's a little shicey ass female, bro. Like,
Yeah,
how,
yeah.
like to sign NDAs for a family to view their own loved ones is diabolical.
It's crazy. And she didn't sign one for herself. And so on the phone call, he was like, what do you think that my mom's gonna do to the body that you wouldn't do? Like, if you didn't have to sign one, why she have to sign one? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, you don't think that he loves her? You think you think she's gonna disrespect him? Like,
yeah.
why, if you don't sign one, why do I have to sign one? Willis, what's good?
You,
Yeah, so it was an ugly look, man. It's an
I,
ugly look.
I I don't know what be going on through people's heads, man. And then when you're a loved one of somebody of fame and that stature, and then now there's money involved after the death. You're trying to sell a book. You over here beefing with the family. You keeping kids away. It just shows you in the light of you're not going to be blessed. You're going to be unhappy like Jim Jones. It sounds like you're unhappy right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
that's the type of shit to make the police. open up that suicide case. Like, did he really kill himself? You know what?
805
What?
Entertainment says it's the money. Yo, I mean, yo, that's a real question that we have to ask, right? Because in my mind, like, you know what bothers me a lot is that people, like, for I don't know how we got here, but maybe social media has a lot to do with it, but it feels like we're in an era where people value the institution of marriage and relationships more than they value the people in the relationships, right?
Yeah,
So that's why, like, if your significant other goes and cheats on you and you've been raised like a traditional American,
yeah,
and you go ask your mom for advice, your mom 9 times out of 10 is gonna say, "Oh, just take her back. Do what's good for the family, and
yeah.
not do what's good for you," because we value the relationship and the marriage more than we value the people in the relationship and in the marriage. And I think that because of that, it puts blinders on us, right? So
Yeah,
because as soon as I heard he killed himself, I'm immediately like, what was he trying to escape from? And then to me, it's like, well, the thing he's closest to is his wife. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So I'm not saying she did anything, but happy people don't commit suicide, right?
They
So
don't.
it's, and I just know, like, in a relationship, I don't know what it's like to be a husband. I'm not saying that, but I've been a boyfriend for a long time, and that in itself is it's expensive. It's a lot of emotional turmoil. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just a lot. So I
Yeah,
could imagine being a celebrity on top of being a husband, on top of maybe she's a diabolical wife. When you put all those things together, I just feel like we do need to be looking. I'm not accusing her of anything, but I am saying
I am.
we need to be looking at her. You know what I'm
I
saying?
am.
We need to be paying attention to what she got going on.
I
Yo,
am.
and I want to be very clear. That's him. That's him. That is not me. That is him. That is not me. King Harris, thank you for joining. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind. 805 says, if regular people fight over money when their family dies and they fight over a will, just imagine rich people. That's a fact. 805 Entertainment says, like when Prince passed, all of a sudden people came out claiming they were kids of his. That's dirty. King Harris says, what I missed. We just talking about Twitch. I don't know if you've been keeping up on all the news about Twitch and how his wife has been selling the book and tarnishing his legacy in the process. And so Nelson was Twitch's manager. They were
Uh-huh.
best friends.
Yeah.
Nelson actually, he vacations out here on the coast in the 805. So I'm very close with Nelson.
Okay.
Very close and strong, but we go to dinner and shit. Like we're a lot closer than me and Twitch were. Like
Yeah.
when Nelson comes to the 805, we hang out, we talk, you know what I'm saying? And he knew Twitch better than pretty much anybody. And he posted a very long um letter that basically said, bitch, you lying. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I know
Yeah.
you lying, and I wish I never met you. And I would, like, he went off on her,
Yeah.
and he is very trustworthy in this situation. I think he might have been one of the people that found the body, actually. So he's like very close to the situation. Him and Twitch were inseparable. Like, if you knew Twitch at all, you had to know Nelson because they were like joined at the hip. So it's just tragic situation all the way around. But I
Yeah.
say we got to keep an eye on her.
This shit. The police need to keep an eye on her. You know what I'm saying? Shit. You
That
know.
part. 805 Entertainment says Chester from Lincoln Park suddenly committed suicide, and his wife said she never saw the signs, according to her. Man, see, I didn't even know he went out like that. I knew he was dead, but I didn't know it went out like that. That's, yeah, man. Like I said, people value the institution of marriage. They value the relationships more than the people in them. I think we got to change that. Let me play one more song, then we're gonna come back. I'm gonna talk about what the title says. I'm gonna tell you, 805 artists, why people aren't listening to your music. From my opinion, we're gonna get Big Mike's take on it, and then we're gonna judge some content. We're gonna try to judge some content before we get out of here. I don't know, I haven't heard from Uno, so I'm gonna assume that Uno is not gonna make it today, but it's all good. He'll be back another
Yeah.
day. Um, you know what I want to play? I want to play some King Harris, Birds of a Feather, since he's in